Hey, it's Jack from Alphacharts with a state of the market video. Today is March 23rd, 2024. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. And I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your time frame and risk tolerance. All right. Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe to my channel. Also, you catch me on X at Alphacharts365, posting things there all week long, scans and just ideas about the market, setups. If you really like my stuff, I go much more in depth with my subscribers. More, obviously a lot more setups, detailed with buys and sells and where I would manage risk. Focus lists, midweek videos, market notes twice a week, so much more. It's one of those things where a lot of people just want another opinion on what they're doing, just to see if they're, thinking, if somebody's thinking in a different way, a place to bounce ideas off of. It's only $10 a month, so it's really worth a try. If you haven't tried it yet, give it a try. It's like I said, it's only $10 a month, and it's month to month. So if it's not for you, you get to cancel. But if it is for you, then which I think it will be, you're going to be able to continue, and I think you'll be happy that you tried it. So come on over to X at Alphacharts365. All right, let's get to this video. So we have the SPY up here, and nice strong trend here. By the way, I changed my background to white. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below, if it's easier to see or not. The problem is all my other things I had in here were white as well on the black background. So I'm not sure where everything is. So all my charts are basically blank canvases at this point, right? But, listen, it's a strong trend. This is a line of best fit. And I think that there's really nothing to really, until we start breaking some of these moving averages, I'm not too worried about this. I'm not too worried about this trend right now. On the week, you see it was really, really strong, up 2.26 on the week. And I mean, just look at this from this October low, right? Really November, we'll call it November. Just super strong trend. I mean, only a handful of weeks have been red, right? I mean, that tells you everything you need to know right there. So anyway, looks really, really good. Up to, again, 2.26. RSP was up 1.35. Very, very strong showing. And again, closed at, is that all-time high? Yeah, all-time highs, right? Breaking out, it just shows you that this is a strong, broad-based rally. Going back down to the daily chart, as long as it's above this 164-ish, I think the market's in great shape. On the Qs here, actually, I just found it. There we go, black, and there it is. On the Qs here, it's it's doing everything right? Closed at all-time highs, it looks like, and really there's nothing, it's kind of gone sideways, the Qs versus higher versus the SPY. So yeah, see this since this March 1st. So basically for almost 3 weeks or so, we have a sideways action. See how the SPY is, just click on it. See the difference right there? SPY a little bit stronger. So I think that's something to consider. Again, it could just be it could be a lot of factors, but I think the mega caps, some of them, including Apple, taking a little bit of breather, has a heavier weighting in Qs. I think that plays a role in it. On the weekly Qs were up 2.84%. Again, very strong showing, and we have equal weighted Qs up. There we go. 1.93. So again, both did extremely well. Now the equal weighted are not at all-time highs yet, which is kind of interesting, where the RSP has gone there. Again, shows you the rotation that's going on in the market right now, right? Away from maybe some of these technology names. Not that they're going to crash, but maybe just away from them and into other areas. Mid caps, really, really strong. A 2% showing on the week, 2.17. And then again, all-time highs as well. And you have the small caps up 1.37. So you see mid caps stronger than small caps. That also tells you about positioning, right? Where do you rather be, in a mid cap stock or a small cap stock? I'd rather be in a mid cap. They're doing better. Um, a little pullback on Friday, but still holding above the 200-ish area. And very similar to the Qs in some ways, hasn't gone anywhere in 3 weeks. Really just a sideways move. So you have mid caps and SPY going higher, and you have small caps and Qs kind of going sideways for 3 weeks. Again, that's about positioning and rotation. XLF. I'm not sure what this was. It could just be a fragment or something. I'm not sure. But it did break out to all-time highs, and now it's just kind of retesting that breakout. I think as long as this 41-ish area holds, 40.75, somewhere around there. I think financials continue higher. Again, look how low the volume was on this pullback. But to me, that's a very bullish looking chart, and if financials are participating, things are doing well. Looking at SMH, again, kind of a sideways move, right, for the last 3 weeks. But starting to get its mojo back. On the week, it was up 4.45%. So really big week going top to bottom, right? We'll see if that continues, but very, very strong. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing bad. A lot of sellers hit right in here on 3.8. So we'll see if it can take out this bar or not. That's going to be a big deal on that one. But big week and equal weighted. Still fighting with this area, not quite at all-time highs. Not quite at all-time highs. So we'll see if it can get there on the week, though. Again, had a very strong week, 3.19. And again, it's trying to break out of this general area. Hasn't quite made it yet. Again, not all semiconductors are doing very well. Some are. Some are doing amazing. But obviously, it's telling you that there's winners and there's losers in that semiconductor sector because it has not broken out yet. Transports, IYT. Again, this would be a very big breakout if it gets above 71. Very, very big breakout, and transports are doing well. It's hard to argue with the economy, right? So we have financials doing well. We have many semiconductors, not all, but many semiconductors doing very well. You have transports doing well on the cap weighted, and even the non-cap weighted, again, hasn't broken out yet, but had a nice week. But cap weighted almost or right at all-time highs. And then the builders, 5.3% on the week, just absolutely monster since the breakout from the cup and handle right over here. Again, if builders are doing well, my guess would be, again, and they both are, both ETFs, if builders are doing well and transports are overall, hit or miss, but mostly doing well, and semiconductors are mostly doing well, and financials are doing well, and, many charts are at or near all-time highs, it's a bull market. I mean, it's hard to argue with that. It's a bull market. Going here, we have a VIX at 13. I mean, we're in a bullish area. I really thought that this type of broadening pattern would lead to a big spike. It did not. It fell below. Now we'll see, what happens going forward. These are lines I drew, obviously. So they may or may not be, right. Market doesn't care about my lines. But right now, I would say we're in a bullish range. That's the best I could say. Bullish range. Looking at credit spreads. Still tight and declining. I think that's, always bullish. Declining credit spreads are, but again, they have room to decline more if they wanted to, right? It's not like we're at some ultra low area in credit spreads. They've been much lower before. So, but it looks absolutely fine. No dangers there. Percent of stocks above the 50-day, 56%. Again, it's a healthy breath reading. Nothing wrong with staying there. We may or may not get into this lower area. Again, I wouldn't be shocked if we did, but I don't think it will be like on some major pullback. I think we're in a bull market. So I would like to see us actually dip one time, a little shakeout happen, but we'll see that if that can go forward or not. But that's percent stocks above the 50-day. So breadth, very, very nice. Put call ratio. All right. A little bearishness coming in here on Friday. That's interesting. We're not quite to my extreme level, but that's a little bit of excessive bearishness. A little bit. You see when it's got up here, sometimes we get the rebound. Sometimes it goes all the way. If we get another down day and this gets up into the 1.4s and 1.5s, that would be really bullish. Really, really bullish. So that's interesting. We haven't seen that in a while, right? It's been pretty tame since January. So okay, that's good. That's good news, I think. And then let's keep going with the dollar. And okay, so dollar moving higher. It's right to my trend line. This trend line is right to here. Yeah, right to here. And we'll see if it can roll over next week. Very bullish for stocks. If this breaks out, I mean, historically, the dollar has had an inverse correlation with stocks. Doesn't mean it has to be like that every time, no matter what. There's no hard, fast rule. But if it moves higher and breaks out of here, um, it may make it a little bit harder for stocks to move higher. We'll put it that way. So that's something to watch as well. So some excessive bearishness, dollar moving higher. Those are issues. 10-year yield, it's falling. I mean, that's got to be a positive, right? 10-year yield coming down, making cost to borrow a little bit cheaper. We'll see if this can continue or if these higher highs and higher lows will continue. Again, we'll find out. But the next move above 4.35 it, 4-ish, or if it breaks down below, we'll call 4-ish or so. Those are the big areas right now. And then looking at the value line geometric index, I don't always look at this particular one, but this is how the median stock is doing. Again, it's a breadth measure, and you can see how it kind of broke out above the 600 area, and if it can stay above it, and would love to see it move higher here, it just tells you again how that we're in a healthy stock market. If it falls back below, that may be different, but this is an interesting study as well. All right. So overall, I think we're in a nice, healthy bull market, right? It's hard to argue with that when you have the internals all looking good and healthy overall. You have the indexes looking good, and you have the key ETFs and sectors, I should say, looking good. So in the end, enjoy it, make some money while you can. And if you haven't done so, check me out on X at Alphacharts 365, where again, for $10 a month, there's no better deal out there. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.